If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell icon to get the latest updates.
Without wasting our time, let's start our today's topic. So from today's onwards, we are going to start the second chapter, that is organization. Okay, so we have seen everything about the tenant and how you can navigate. And today I'm going to start the organization part. So this is a big class. So I'm going to divide this topic into two. Okay, so first part, the organization part one, I'm going to cover today, and the organization part two, I'm going to cover tomorrow. Okay, so as usual, before moving to the new topic, we do the quick recap, 5-minute recap, what we have learned on our last class, right? So on our last class, we have learned about the navigation and the core concept. Okay, so we have already seen the types of tenant. So once you receive the credential, you log into the tenant. And as I mentioned, your tenant will be down every Friday 6 p.m. Pacific timing to Saturday 6 a.m. Pacific timing. And if you are in India, Saturday morning till Saturday evening, your tenant will be down, right? For all the customer. So once you log into any of the tenant will look like this, and any of the tenant, even if you are going to log in with any of the customer, your customer tenant will also look like this. Okay, and we have already seen there are so many options available. So on the right side, let me just go through quickly, just as a revision. If you go to the left side, there's a W logo. So that's actually a home button. Okay, so if you are in any page, let's suppose I am working on any of the page. Let me click this one. Okay, and now you want to go back to your home page. This is the option. You just click it here. It will take you back to your home page. Sometimes we call it as a landing page also. Okay, so don't confuse. Okay, so home dashboard, home page, or a landing page. So it means the same. On middle, you can see others. Can you please go on mute? There will be background noise otherwise. On middle, you can see a search button. You can search any type of things, whether it's a task, whether it's a report, any type of things you can search from the search bar. This is very, very powerful search tool. Okay, so if you even give the half text, that is also giving some results, matching result. So you see, just I have given the global modern and it's giving me some result, the matching result related to global modern service. I have not written completely. I just written global MODER, but still Workday will suggest you this is what you are looking for. Okay, and you just click OK and you will see some more results. Okay, whatever the result, 200 results related to global modern service is available in the tenant. That is all of Workday. Similarly, like we have seen, there's a categories available. You can click on the category and you can go to that particular results. Okay, I want only related to organization. Okay, so I just click on the organization. If you want something related to process, you just click on the process. Same way, if you want to search for security, you just click it here. Okay, so this is about the search bar. Even you can make use of prefixes. We have already seen. You just at the starting, you write any prefixes, whatever you want. So I want to write org colon and whatever the text you are looking for. Okay, so org, after that you need to put a colon and the text and just enter. Okay, so it's directly give you only that particular result related to organization. So if you don't know, I already told you, just put a question mark and enter. So you will see the complete prefix what are available in the tenant. So this is almost common in every tenant. Even if you are going to work for a customer, this is a common prefixes. You can't change it. Okay, so whatever the Workday has defined, that is available in all the tenant. The only thing is, here I am seeing 335 items, but you can see as per your security. Okay, so if you are going to work for a customer, the customer will not give you full complete security like a super user. So right now the Logan McNeil, the person which I logged in, so she's a super user of this tenant. Okay, for global modern service company, fictitious company. Okay, that's why like you can see so many items, 335 items. But when you log in, it's completely governed by your security. whatever security you have. If you have the security to search the organization, then only once you click enter, you will see the result. Otherwise, if you don't have, you can't see any result. Okay, so that we will see it, as I said, during our security classes. Then I want to go to the home page again. Then on the right side, we have seen this is a picture. If you click the picture, a main menu will be open. We have lot of option in the main menu. Again, this is governed by security. Home is again to bring back to your home button. My account, if you want to change your password or preferences or something, you can just click it here. But nowadays, as I said, we are using a single sign-on, so that is not very useful. Okay, but still you can use change the preferences and all this detail. Okay, if you want language and all these things, if you're comfortable, you can change it from there. Then we have seen the important part, that is the sitemap. So all the task and report which is provided by Workday, if you want to see in a one place, a sitemap is the option. Okay, you just click on the sitemap and you can see all the task and report, delivered report I'm talking about, not the custom report. Custom report that we will see during our reporting class, but that is not reflecting here. Okay, so here you can see, you just go on category again. If you're looking to search anything related to, let's suppose, the organization, you can see these are the reports and these are the tasks related to organization. Okay, if you are searching something related to personal data, these are the reports and these are the tasks available in the tenant related to personal data. Same way, we have so many, you just filter it and see the results, right? Same way, we have a workbench. Workbench is similar like your home page. It's a different landing page for the admins. So you are not going to use it, but you can create a similar type of page and you can give access to any particular team. Okay, like admin and some particular functions in your company. If you want to give them access, you can create and give them the access. Okay, then we have seen the My Report, which is very important. My Report is, it's like a virtual drive. So whenever you are running a report, okay, so whenever you are running any report, and if that report is taking time to execute, in that case, one button will come, notify me later. Okay, you just click that button and you can do any other task. Okay, and once the report will be executed, that report will be automatically available under the My Report section. Okay, you can see the result, and if you want to delete, if you that is okay, then you can delete your item also. Okay, so here the My Report section, as I said, it's a virtual drive even when you are sharing a report. Okay, so during our reporting class, we'll see if you are sharing a report with any other workers. Okay, so that worker also received the report under My Report section. Okay, and this My Report section is only for you. Okay, it's not like that. If I log in with Logan, I can see this particular report, let's suppose, so other person can also see. It's not like that. Okay, so this is My Report section, means Logan McNeil report section. She can see only the report which she has executed. Okay, or the report which is shared with Logan McNeil. Okay, but when you log in with your credential, your My Report section is different. Okay, means content is different. So that is your drive. Okay, and as I said, you can't map My Report with your personal computer, so you can't store your data. Okay, only the Workday related reports is being stored, and that is again in the cloud. It's not on your local machine. Okay, so that we have already seen. Documentation and help. When you are clicking it here, this documentation and help will take you to the community. Community is like a blog. So once you start working in a Workday module, or sorry, once you start working on the Workday company, Workday will create your account and you can log into community. So just click it here, directly it will take you to the community. Just put a credential, that's it. And you can search anything, whatever you want to search in the community. Okay, so everything, as I said, the new releases, if you want to learn something, you can. So you can just search it there and Workday will give the content. Okay, even if you have any query, you just put it in the community, other people will see it, and if they know, they will answer your query. Okay, so this documentation and help will take you to that particular community page. Drive is basically for sharing a file. So this is again a new concept. I think in 2 years, you can say that 2 years back, Workday has released it. So you can put a file here and share with some other worker inside Workday. Okay, you can share via Outlook, via email, but if you want to keep them as a secure, you just put the file here, and you can give the shared access to person, and whether it's read access or write access, so he or she can edit the file. Okay, so that is not very useful, but just for an explanation, Drive is also there. Then we have a favorite. Favorite is to just set anything as your favorite. Okay, I'm using some report again and again. I'm using some task again and again. Okay, so you just mark them as a favorite and it will be displaying here. Okay, instead of typing, you can just go to that particular task and that will take you to that particular task item in that particular page. Okay, so that is a favorite. Then we have something called audit. Audit is similar like a sitemap, but here we have some audit report. Okay, so audit report and task which Workday has delivered, that report is available here. Again, when you are going to work for a customer, might be your customer will not give access for this. Okay, so only like concerned team will have that particular access. So let's suppose I'm working on a business process. Okay, and I got some critical error in the business process or any system security related thing. Okay, so there's some reports Workday has already provided. You can just run that report and you can see, is there any critical or warning in that particular business process or not? Okay, or some security related concern or not. Okay, so you can make use of this audit. It will just give you all the detail, what are the audit related report and task available in the tenant. Okay, so this is what we have discussed, very important. And as I said, when you are going to work for a customer, there's very limited option. So might be you have home, my account, sitemap, and my report. Obviously my report is important. My report is there, then the documentation. Okay, so this is a main menu. Once you click the photo, a main menu will be open. Okay, then we have seen in the home page, we have something called this small icon. This we call it as a worklet. Okay, worklet, or sometimes we call it as an app. Okay, so this is nothing but an easy access of your task. Okay, so this is the Logan McNeil profile. So Logan has added this many items. Okay, so you can remove or you can add it. Okay, there is a gear icon here. You just click on the gear icon and just click on the plus button and you can add or remove the item. So there's many delivered worklet available in Workday. So based on your access, so if you have the access, you can see only that particular worklet, you can add it into your dashboard or your home page. Okay, and one side you can see a required worklet. Required worklet is something which you can't edit. So you can see there's one worklet, learning. Okay, required worklet is your company want you to be see. Okay, so once you log into your Workday account, your company want that you see this learning worklet. Okay, and you can't remove it. You can only remove the optional part. So whatever the worklet your company has configured for everyone, that is not editable. You can see here, I am not getting any edit button. Okay, I am getting edit button, means worker getting an edit button on the right side, the optional one. Okay, so we have two options. One is required and one is optional. Okay, and you can add and remove whatever worklet you want. And this is only for you. Okay, if you're removing, let's suppose if you're removing this time worklet. Okay, and it's removed only from your page. So once you log in, so once Logan McNeil log in, she can't see the time, but might be other person, if they have not removed it, they can see it. Okay, so this is only for your profile, not for others. On the left side, we have seen the announcement. So if your company want to announce something, okay, so they set up a message here, and once the person log into the profile, they can see the message. Okay, might be that message is for manager, might be for HR administrator, whatever. Okay, so only that particular participant can see the message. Okay, so right now, again, Logan McNeil is a super user, so she can see all the things. But once you have that specific role, if you are a management role or if you are in any other role, only that particular announcement you can see it. Okay, so that also announcement part, it's configurable, so you can configure the message. So as a Workday consultant, they will provide you a content and you need to configure the message in Workday for that particular participant. Okay, so that is an announcement. Then the very important part is inbox. Inbox, we have seen that this is not your Outlook. Okay, not your email box. This is where a business process task will come. Okay, last time I gave an example also. So let's suppose I am reporting to Logan McNeil. Okay, Logan McNeil is my manager. Okay, and I want to go on leave, right? So I just request an absence. I just submit my leave detail in Workday, and once I submit, it will go for approval for my manager as per the workflow. Okay, so that option will come it here. So when manager log in with their account, when she go to their inbox item, she can see my leave detail at the top. Okay, and she can take an action, whether she want to approve it or whether she want to reject it. She can take any action from there. Okay, so all the business process tasks. So if any actions required from that person, all that type of task will come under the inbox. You can filter it. You can filter based on yeah, here also the category is there. If you want to see any compensation related task, if you want to see any recruitment related task or whatever, absence and time related task, you can just filter it out. Okay, so here this option is available. On the right side, there's a sorting. So you can see there's a time is also mentioned in each request. Okay, this come 8 hours ago, this come 10 hours ago, this 14 hours ago. So if you want to short it, you can. There's a 3 option available: newest on the top, oldest on the top, and due soonest. Okay, just now you have received, you are working on something and you have received some request. Okay, so you can just sort it. Even here, if you expand this particular one, here we have a bulk approval. Okay, so manager can have an option of bulk approval. So they can just click it. This checkbox will come. So at a single go, they can approve all the tasks. Okay, then the refresh is to just refresh a page. Might be when you are working here, some more requests will come. Okay, from your reportee or anyone else. So you can just refresh a page. Or my delegation is to set some, you are going to delegate the task to someone else. Okay, so again, last time I gave an example. I raise a leave request and my manager is also on leave. Okay, my manager Logan McNeil is also on leave. She's not available. So what she did before going on leave, she set a delegation. Okay, and she transfer all the delegation, all the business process tasks to someone else. So when I will raise a request, the request will go to Jenna inbox, and Jenna can approve from their inbox. Okay, so that we call it as a delegation. You are delegating a task to someone else, so that that person can take an action. Okay, so that is a delegation. So this we already seen. Then we have one more tab that is called archive. In the archive, you can see all the action which has already been taken. Okay, taken by Logan McNeil. Right, so all the completed actions, it's reflecting under the archive tab. And this shows only past 30 days data. Okay, so beyond that, it's not showing, but still, if you want to see the data beyond 30 days, you need to create a custom report. Okay, from custom report, anything is possible. Right, so only the past 30 days data, just for a record purpose, you just see from here. A manager can see from here. Okay, not only manager, anybody if they have some task or if they are taking any action, that's available under the archive. Then we have seen the notification. Notification is just to notify the user. Okay, so might be like when I configure a business process, I set when I hire a new person in the system, a notification will be triggered to the manager. Might be I just set one notification like this, or HR administrator will notify for the new hire. Okay, so once the new hire comes into the tenant, joins any of the organization, okay, automatically notification will be triggered to that participant. Okay, so all the notification things will come under the notification, this particular icon, bell icon. Okay, and you can see all the notifications here. Right. So this is what we have seen on the last class. One last thing, you can view your profile. Okay, so right now I'm in Logan McNeil. So if I want to view Logan McNeil profile, I just click on the view profile. Okay, and it gives complete information of Logan McNeil. Even if you can search it from here, it's not required that you can go from here only. You can even search anything from here. Okay, so you can see Logan McNeil. Logan McNeil, I just click it here and it will take me to the same page. Okay, and here you will find all the information like job detail, the employee ID, the position, the business title, hiring date, employee type, everything. Everything you can find under here. And here we have a lot of tab available. So you can see the compensation detail. So this is the total compensation she's getting in the global modern service. Again, this is a fictitious thing. So this is a dummy data. So don't worry about it. This is just for your knowledge purpose and a training purpose. Okay, so this is the total compensation of Logan McNeil, and she's currently in the position of Vice President of Human Resource. So in the Human Resource Department, she's a Vice President and all the things. So she's getting the salary, the car allowance, bonus, everything is being configured here that we will see during our compensation class, how to configure these things. Right, same way if I go to the contact, all the contact related information, their home contact, their phone number, home phone number, instant messenger, social networking, everything. Similar way, the work contact information, all the information is reflecting here under the contact. Same way, if you go to the personal, it's all the personal related thing, the marital status, the age, date of birth, and all this thing. Okay, and same way we have the IDs and documents. So all complete worker information, you can find it from their profile. Even who is the manager and where actually she's working on, that is also you can see in the profile. So she's reporting to Joy Bank. Joy Bank is the manager of Logan McNeil. Okay, so you can directly go from here. So last time I said, you can see the two type of text. One is a blue and one is a black. Okay, wherever you are seeing the blue color, there is a 3 dot after that, and that we call it as a related actions. Okay, so it means you can perform an action directly from there, whatever action you want to perform. You don't need to go from here. So in Workday terminology, we call it as a object or a business object. Okay, so the business object, you just click it here. Let's suppose I want to take any action on the supervisory organization. So I just click it here and you can see a lot of actions items are open. So I can directly take whatever actions I want in that particular supervisory organization. Okay, directly from this page. Okay, currently I'm in worker page, but I can go to any of the page just because of this blue color option. Okay, if I click the job profile, you can see it just directly take me to the job profile page. And again, I can take any actions, whatever actions I want. Okay, similarly, the black color text is a static text. So here you can't change it. Only thing is you can add it and fill everything. Okay, but you can't change, means take the action directly from there. Okay, same way, if you want to go to somewhere else, just on the blue link, you just click it here and it will take you to that particular page. So automatically, see everything, this object is like a table. Okay, so in backend, you are seeing a front end, the UI design, but in the backend, it's like a different table. So if I'm in a worker profile, so that all the data will be stored in the worker table. If I am going to this, let's suppose the position business object, all this information is stored in the position business object. Okay, same way, let's suppose if I go to this particular one, job profile. So all this particular information will be stored in your job profile business object. So all these business objects are interconnected. Okay, in if you are a little bit aware of SQL, so there, if you want to join the table, we make use of primary key and foreign key, right? But here you don't have to worry. Okay, everything will be joined automatically by Workday. Okay, so you don't have to worry about how it looks on the backend side. You only have to focus on the front end design. Okay, you don't worry like what is going on the backend. Okay, so everything will be mapped automatically. And as I said, wherever you are seeing the blue color, you can take, that is called a business object, and you can take an action directly from there. Okay, even if you can see, I can go to this manager Joy Bank directly from there. And whatever things you are seeing, that is completely governed by security. It's not like that once you going to work for a customer, you can see compensation of anyone. It's not like that. Okay, so right now, because of the super user access, Logan McNeil is able to see the compensation of everyone. If I go to the Steve Morgan also, you can see I can see the compensation tab. Okay, and I can see the salary of that person. But when you are going to work for a customer, that's never happened. Okay, if you are working in a Workday team and if they are giving you rights, that's fine. Okay, for you, that's everything is an optional. So you are like a super user. But for a normal worker, I am talking about. Okay, they can't see. They once they log into their profile, they can see all the thing. Even they can search for a worker and they can see might be whatever the information your company want them to see. Okay, your company want to see like they can see the employee ID, supervisory organization portion. That's it. Okay, so that is completely configurable based on the security, what a person can see and what a person can perform. Okay, so this is all about a navigation. So I told you during your free time, just go through the tenant and explore the thing, what we have seen. There are so many items and the navigation part we have already discussed, right? Now let's quickly move to our next topic, organization. So the next chapter, right? Uh, okay. So Workday. So now we have seen just a navigation part. Now what I'm going to cover, we are going to create our own organization. Right now we are talking about the Global Modern Service. Global Modern Service is a company, and you can see Logan McNeil is there, and so many people are there. So we are talking about the Global Modern Service. But right now, from today onwards, we are talking about our own organization. Okay, so we will create our organization and we hire our own worker and everything. Okay, so we'll talk about our own. So in Workday, we have this many types of organization available. Okay, so we have supervisory organization, we have company, we have cost center, region, pay group, and so on. But the primary and the foundation of Workday is your supervisory organization. Okay, if somebody even asks you what is Workday, okay, even if you say that it's a supervisory based organization based ERP, that is also fine. He can understand that at least you know the concept. Okay, so supervisory is the foundation of Workday HCM. Okay, supervisory. So in our HCM course, we will mostly focus on a supervisory organization. Okay, from start till the end of our course, it's all about supervisory organization. Other type of organization we will create, let's suppose the company, cost center, and so on, based on the requirement. So in our HCM course, we will create, I will demo you for the company and cost center. But apart from this also, we have many. Okay, and that will be used in a different instances. Okay, so if let's suppose if you pay group, if we talk about the pay group. So if you are implementing a payroll for your company, okay, the payroll module. So if you're implementing payroll module, that time you can make use of pay group type of supervisory organization. Okay, similarly like other we have. But right now we are focusing on supervisory as a foundation, as a primary, and the other like company and cost center. Okay, that we will see, it might be tomorrow. Okay, now supervisory organization, let me go into more detail. What is a supervisory organization? See, supervisory organization is nothing but it group worker into a management hierarchy. Okay, so you have seen, so you all are working in some company, right? So in your company, obviously you have seen the structure. So let's suppose this is you. Okay, this is let's consider this person as you. Okay, and you are in current company where you are working on. So you are reporting to your manager. This is your manager. Okay, so you are reporting to your manager. Your manager is reporting to someone else. Okay, manager's manager. Okay, and your manager's manager is reporting to someone else, and that particular person is reporting to top of the hierarchy. So this is the CEO of your company. Okay, so every company organizational structure looks similar, starting from the CEO at the top, where your chief executive officer will sit or the chairman will sit, and it will go till the bottom. Okay, so if you have, let's suppose 10,000 worker in your organization, let's suppose Netflix is having 10,000 workers. So all the 10,000 worker will come under this type of hierarchy, the organization hierarchy. Someone is reporting to someone else. Okay, so in this case, so this is the structure of global modern service. So you have seen about Logan McNeil, you have seen about Steve Morgan, and so on. Okay, so this is the structure, company structure of global modern service. Okay, so if I consider this two-person, okay, these two persons are the normal employees. Okay, individual contributor, Jared and Jeff. So they are reporting to Jack Taylor. Okay, Jack Taylor is the manager of this two-person. So if whatever the request they raise, I gave last time, like if Logan McNeil is my manager, if I am raising a leave request, it will go to my manager for approval. Okay, but in this case, whatever request they raise, it will go to their manager, Jack Taylor. And same way, this three-person, Kevin and this Jack and this three is reporting to Anthony. Okay, you can see it's connected with some line, right? So it's showing the structure. Again, this three is reporting to Anthony, this two is reporting to Oliver, and this five is reporting to top CEO of the company. Okay, so in every company, even the company which you are working on, you can see the similar type of structure. You are reporting to someone else, your manager is reporting to their manager is reporting to top management, the top management is reporting to CEO of the company, the top level hierarchy. Okay, this hierarchy will go till many level. I'm just explaining, this is just simple, just for the explanation purpose, that it will go down and down till many level based on the person, based on the hierarchy of your company. If your organization is very big, like Amazon, where more than 200,000, 300,000 workers are there. So you can see the structure. It's very, very big. Okay. So now this is about the reporting structure. So supervisory organization is nothing but to group worker into a management hierarchy. Okay, so they are just grouping a worker. Now, as I said, these two workers are reporting to Jack. Okay, so these two workers are hired in this particular department. So inside a company, we have a lot of department, right? We have HR department, we have finance department, we have IT department, marketing department, sales department, and so on. Right. So just consider this is an IT help desk, IT help desk department, and this two persons hired in this department. And who is managing this department? This department is managed by Jack Taylor. As I said, he's a manager. Okay, so Jack Taylor is managing this department, and this two person hired here. Same way, this three person, Jack, Helen, and Kevin, these three persons are hired in IT service group department. And who is managing this department? Anthony is managing this department. Okay, and same way, this two person hired here, and this is managed by Oliver. And so this five is hired here, and it will be managed by Steve Morgan, the CEO of the company. So the boxes which you are seeing it here, that is in Workday terminology, we call it as a supervisory organization. Okay, so supervisory organization is a place where you actually going to hire a worker. Okay, you can't hire a worker in any other type of organization. You can only hire in a supervisory organization. Okay, that's why I said supervisory is a basic and foundation of your Workday HCM. Okay, so if you want to try to hire people in, let's suppose, in company, in cost center, and other type of organization, it will not allow you. Okay, that's not possible. So you can only hire, even you want to create a position later on, when obviously when the position is available, then only you can hire. Okay, if you are applying for some job, okay, let's suppose if you are applying for some Workday job, when you are applying, when there's some open position in that company. Okay, so whenever you want to create even a position, you are going to create in supervisory. If you're going to hire a worker, you are going to create in you are going to hire in supervisory. If you are working on any business process, that we will see it later, in business process, that is also you are going to assign in a supervisory. Okay, so everything, that's why I said from starting till end, mostly we talk about a supervisory organization. Okay, this is the first type of our organization. Other type of organization I will create and I will map it with my supervisory. So I will create a company which is actually a legal entity. Okay, so that's a legal entity. We'll discuss it more. As I said, I divided the organization chapter into two because everything to complete in a single session is not possible. So I will create a company. I will create a cost center. Cost center is nothing but it's used for financial reporting. Okay, it track all your revenue and expenses. Okay, so this type of organization type I will create it, and after creating I will map this to with our primary, the supervisory organization. Okay, that we will see it later, but as I said, mostly like now today we will talk only about a supervisory, right? So as I said, this box, the box which you are seeing it here, this all boxes we call it as a supervisory organization. Okay, so right now the structure is very limited. Okay, so that's this starting from the CEO and it shows still here. Okay, that's why you can see. But when the organization is very big, like Amazon, like whatever. Okay, Rolls-Royce, Netflix, based on their structure, the supervisory organization will be created. So in short, you can say that the number of supervisory organization is equivalent to the number of managers in your company. As I said, this is one box, IT help desk department. This box is managed by Jack Taylor. Okay, because he is the manager. Okay, and this two reportee is hired in this particular supervisory organization. Same way, this box is managed by Anthony because he's the manager. Okay, and these three workers are hired in this particular supervisory organization. So I can say that the number of boxes is equivalent to the number of managers in your company. Okay, if in your company there's, let's suppose 100 managers, then 100 supervisory organization need to be created. Okay, if your organization is having 2000 managers, then 2000 boxes we need to create it. And that is, we call it as a supervisory organization concept in Workday, which group worker into a management hierarchy and shows a reporting hierarchy, reporting structure. This is like a reporting structure. Okay, so this is all about supervisory organization. Now, what I am going to do, I am going to open my company. Okay, so let's explain you the process. Okay, from the starting. So right now we discuss about the global modern service, but now I have one company. My company name is Rahul Infotech. So this is nothing but an IT consulting. Okay, providing services to all the customer. Okay, and this is the structure of my company. Okay, so here like I have the CEO will sit, okay, at the top, because every company at the top starting from the CEO. Okay, and later on if you go down, we see management people, okay, and the managers and the individual contributor and everything. So this is the structure, a blueprint, you can say that, a blueprint of my company, and this is how my company look like. So my company is a small, having 2000 workers overall, and these are the department available. Okay, so we have a human resource department, we have an information technology department, we have a finance department. Under human resource, we have subdivision, we have benefit department, we have payroll department, and HR operation. Same way, under information technology, I have IT operation and IT services. Okay, same way, finance, under finance and admin, I have legal, financial planning, and risk management. Okay, but again, I'm saying based on the company structure, this structure will go long and long. Okay, you can even subdivide. Let's suppose the IT operation. So information technology is nothing but my IT team, information technology team. So under IT operation, I can subdivide. I can subdivide into a Workday practice. Okay, here I can subdivide into one Workday practice, PeopleSoft practice, or SAP practice, whatever. Okay, so you can subdivide and you can go till any level based on your company structure. But I don't want to make it complicated. This is my company, and this is the structure, a simple structure, because I need to configure in the system and I need to explain to you. So that's why this is a simple structure. The company structure look like. Okay, and this many department I have in my company. Right. Now, the boxes, all the boxes, you can see that is a supervisory organization. So we have total 3, 5, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. So total 13 supervisory organization you can see in the image. Okay, but as I said, it can go long and long. Okay, so now what's the process? Now this is my company. I'm currently using, let's suppose, different ERP. I'm using PeopleSoft. Let's suppose. Now I want to implement, I want to come to Workday Cloud Computing, Workday ERP. So what is the process? As I said, first I need to subscribe with the tenant. So everything, I am considering everything, all the analysis part is already done. Management has already completed. Now directly we have finalized that we are going to use the Workday ERP. So in that case, what I'm going to do, I subscribe with Workday, right? Workday will provide me a tenant. Initially the tenant, so tenant you already know, so this is what the tenant look like. So initially the tenant which they provide, that is completely blank, nothing will be there. Okay, only some factory default data, some setup will be there, we call it as a factory default setting. Okay, so that data, right now you are searching for Logan, you are searching for Steve Morgan, you are searching for global modern service, so you are seeing some result. Okay, because this tenant, as I said, is already configured for global modern service, a fictitious company. Okay, that's why you are seeing so many workers and organizations and business process and security and so many things. But when I subscribe with Workday, during that time, the tenant which the URL which Workday provides me, that is completely blank, nothing will be there. Okay, only the factory default setup. Now the second step, so once I receive the tenant URL, the second step for me is to finalize a partner company. So I'm going to give a contract to any partner company and they implement Workday, the same thing. They implement, like you are seeing for global modern service tenant, they implement everything for my company. So there are many partner, I already explained you, there are many partner company available, like Accenture, IBM, KPMG, PwC, so many. Okay, so based on even Deloitte. Okay, so based on the pricing, so you check with all the vendors. So based on the pricing, you will finalize your implementation partner. Okay, those who are going to implement everything for your company. My structure is ready, my blueprint is ready. Okay, and this is not the only thing. Step by step we'll move forward. During the business process, I'll talk about business process. During security, I will talk about security. Right now I'm only talking about organization, supervisory organization. Okay, so I'm giving a contract to any partner company. Let's suppose we have finalized IBM. Okay, based on the pricing. So some partner will charge very high, some partner will charge okay, and if you go with Workday, they are very high. Okay, so based on the pricing, what's your company decided, they finalize the implementation partner, and once that is finalized, they will took some time. Okay, so like it might be it required 6 months time to implement, or might be 1 year time to implement. Okay, so they will take time, the partner company will take time and implement everything in the tenant. Okay, starting from the supervisory structure, the organization structure of the company, then hiring a worker, setting a security, business process and everything. Okay, this setting everything in the tenant. Once your tenant is ready, they will hand over to you and your tenant will be go live. Okay, so go live in the sense your worker of your company is going to use the tenant. Obviously, so you all are working in some company, right? Currently, so you are using some ERP tenant, similar like Workday. Might be it's SAP, might be PeopleSoft or something else. Okay, same way, Workday is just an ERP. So now once it's implemented and it's live, your company tenant, the ERP tenant will be Workday. Okay, and your worker inside the company, if there is, let's suppose 50,000 workers, so all 50,000 workers are going to put their details, they can check their compensation, all the transfer event, all the change job event will only happening inside an ERP. Okay, so once that is implemented, your worker of your company will going to use that Workday ERP. Okay, now during, let's suppose I finalized IBM as my partner. So you discuss, your management team, your team will, IT team will going to discuss, the architectural team will going to discuss the plan with the partner company. Might be they give you 10 resource, 10 Workday consultant, and they are going to design everything for you. So there's a lot of discussion and planning session. So there's like, they gather all the detail of your company, starting from the structure, then security and all the thing. Okay, they gather the detail, and one by one they're configuring everything in the tenant. Okay, so that's the second step. Now the course, as I said, which we are going to discuss, so if you are either going to work from a partner side, or if you are working from a customer side, okay, so the things is same. You want to learn how to configure everything. Okay, even if you're working from a partner side, still you know what all configuration you need to do. Even if you're working from the customer side, you should know all the configuration, the steps, and that's the same steps we are going to discuss in our class. Okay, so as I said, this is the blueprint of my company. So let's start creating the supervisory structure in a tenant. Okay, so always this is a top down approach. So we can start creating from the top. Okay, from the top of the structure, this supervisory organization I will create, and then slowly and slowly I will move down. Okay, and I'll move down till all the level. So how to create it? Let me log into the tenant first. Just give me a second. Okay, some issues, like someone else is using the tenant and I'm getting kicked out again and again. Okay, no problem. I'll explain here, and then we'll configure the same in other tenant also. So as I said, this is my company. Let me show the structure again. So this is my company. The first thing I am going to do it to start configuring this organization, supervisory organization, into the tenant. So this is a top down approach. So I'm going to start from the top. So I'm going to start from this one. So what I'm going to do, I just go to the tenant, and here you can make use of task create supervisory organization. Okay, so this is the task. Last time on the first class also I said, this is the task you're going to use it for the organization purpose. Okay, and this task is also available if you check the sitemap. If you go to organization, you can see this task is available under the task list. Okay, so this task now I'm not worrying about the global modern service. I'm going to create my own organization. So this tenant, you can find multiple organization, but when you are going to work for your real customer, only one organization structure is available. So right now in this tenant, since many people are practicing, many people are creating an organization structure, so that's fine. Okay, but when you are going to work for a customer, only single structure, like a global modern service, a single structure starting from the top and it go till the end. So single structure is available in your customer tenant. So this is the task, as I said. You can just a second. So this is the task. You're going to create a supervisory organization in Workday. So I'm just clicking it here. The first thing, once you use this task, create supervisory organization, the first thing it asks about is reorganization. Okay, reorganization is nothing but it's like a folder. Okay, so let me first create it. So what you need to do, you just click here, and here we have a create reorganization option. Okay, so you just click the create reorganization, give some name. Let's suppose training 5 Rahul. Okay, let me give some date, past dated. So always give the past dated, and that's it. So what is going to happen? Reorganization is nothing but a kind of folder. So in future, when I'm going to create all the 13 supervisory organization, even the cost center, company, and everything. Okay, so all these things will be stored under this single folder. Okay, so the single folder, it will be getting stored. The folder name is training 5 Rahul. Okay, so you don't need to create again and again. You just create once, okay, and use throughout your class. So this is basically useful for the reporting purpose also. Okay, so later on, I need to see like how many organization I have created. Obviously, I can't remember all the names, right? If there's a 500 organization, supervisory organization, I can't remember all the 500 names. So I just make use of this reorganization and I create a report. And when I run the report, all the organization is which is created by me, it will give you the result. So this 500 organization you have created. Okay, so this is just considered in a simple language. We can say that just consider this as a folder. Okay, so you don't need to create again and again. Create only one, like I have created a single training 5 Rahul. So just give any meaningful name and add your after hyphen, add your name. So that is very easy to identify, and that's it. Okay, so once done, always give past dated. So whatever things you are creating in Workday, don't give the current date. Okay, because of the timing issue, timing difference, might be the things is not reflecting in the tenant when you are creating it. Okay, instantly. Okay, might be it will take some time due to the time difference. So it's better whatever things you are creating, always give past dated, whether it's 1 day before or whatever dates you want. Okay, the past dated thing. This is just for this tenant I'm talking about. Okay, but when you are going to work for a customer tenant, the same date, whatever the date, the effective date they want, only that date you can give. But right now you can give the past dated if you want to see your things in the tenant right away. Okay, otherwise it will be delayed. So I just created a reorganization. So once you just give the reorganization name, it's reflecting here. Now this is something a configurable page. You need to configure to create your first supervisory organization. So I'm going to create the top, that is Rahul Infotech. Okay, so let me give the detail Rahul Infotech. Okay, so Rahul Infotech. This is optional. If you want, you can select it. If you want to give some code, let's suppose it happens sometimes like we need to give some code to some particular organization. Okay, let's suppose 1001. Okay, if you want, you can. Otherwise, you need to follow only the red asterisk part. Okay, this is the mandatory field. Remaining is optional. Okay, so only the red, wherever you are seeing the red color, the red asterisk, only that is a mandatory field. Okay, so I am going to check this particular checkbox because that is required in our later stage. Include managers, leaders in name. Okay, so obviously I'm creating this supervisory, and I already told you supervisory organization is equivalent to your manager. Number of manager in your organization, or you can say that the number of department in your organization is managed by one manager, and that manager is equivalent to your supervisory organization in that sense. Okay, so right now I'm just checking it. This will be useful in our later point of time. So I'm just including the managers and leaders in our supervisory organization name. Okay, so I'm just checking this checkbox. Subtype is like what type of supervisory organization you are creating. Mostly it's a department because we have a department. So I can name them as a department. Okay, so this, like for example, Rahul Infotech, we have executive management, a group. You can name them as a group. Okay, where all the executive people will sit. Then we have a human resource, information technology, and finance and administration. You can name them as a department. Okay, then we have something called subdivision. Okay, under human resource, we have benefit subdivision, or you can say benefit department, payroll department, HR department, recruitment department, everything. Okay, so it's completely on customer decision what subtype they want to take. Okay, so right now you are free to take anything. Even you can configure your own value. Okay, so we have the task available, maintain subtype. Okay, maintain organization subtype. You just put that task and you can configure your own value. Okay, but right now you are free to select and you don't have to worry. This things during the implementation, this detail your company people will give. Okay, what they want to. So you can free to take anything. So I'm just taking department. Okay, so Rahul Infotech, everything whatever I'm creating, I'm just taking as a department. Visibility, you need to give only one, everyone. Okay, because mostly this is a Workday standard. You can say that whenever we are creating any type of supervisory organization, we always give a visibility of everyone. So what will happen when you, let's suppose you are creating this organization, supervisory organization, or sometime in short, we even call it as a SO. Okay, so don't confuse if sometime I'm saying SO. SO stand for supervisory organization. So let's suppose you have created this supervisory organization and later on you terminate from the company. Okay, you resign from the company. In that case, might be your supervisory organization will not be seen by other. Okay, because you have set some different visibility. Okay, that's the reason whenever you are going to work even for a customer, you will see everyone. Okay, even I worked in many customer and I have seen the same. Okay, so mostly whenever you are creating any supervisory organization, always use the visibility as everyone. Okay, and the next very important, the red asterisk part is location. Okay, so I'm just leaving this page as it is. And again, I'm going to my slides. So now I told you this is my company, but still I have not given you the complete information. And this way, the implementation partner will not start the implementation because this is not a complete information. Okay, because I need to give the detail where my company exists. Okay, I just say this is my Rahul Infotech. That's not a complete information. Okay, I need to tell whether this is in only in one country or this is a global company. Okay, so now I will give you the complete picture of my organization. So this is the complete picture. So my company, Rahul Infotech, as I said, it's a IT consulting and it's a global company, not only available in India, but also available in the US. It's happened with the customer which you're going to work on. Okay, your customer exists in multiple countries, in Europe, in APAC region, in EMEA region, and everywhere. Okay, some company, let's suppose Amazon will be available in 30 country, 40 country, and so many things. Okay, so my company, I'm talking about my company. My company is available in 2 locations. It's a global company and it's available in India and it's available in USA. My headquarters is in USA, Texas. Okay, but my company is available in India and USA, both the location. And also in India, it's available in Bangalore and Hyderabad, and in USA, it's available in Texas and New York. Okay, so Texas and New York, this my company is available. Okay, now I can decide where actually all the department exists. So my headquarters is in, as I said, in Texas. So you can see in every supervisory organization, I have mentioned the location. Okay, where actually this is nothing but an address. Okay, actually, if I'm saying my company is in India and in India, I have in Bangalore and Hyderabad. So where in Bangalore? So you need to configure the location in Tenant. Where in Bangalore? Where in Hyderabad? Where in Texas? Where your company actually exists? Okay, that complete address you need to configure in the tenant first. And that's a mandatory requirement when you are creating a supervisory organization. See, that's a red asterisk. If I'm going to click it OK, it says error. Okay, you need to fill the location first. That's a mandatory part in creating a supervisory organization. That's a first interview question also. So what is the very important part when you are creating a supervisory organization? That's a location. Okay, this is very, very important. You should know before implementing, you should know where actually that department exists. Okay, it exists in what place, what location, and the complete address. Okay, so this is the second structure, second complete information structure of my company. And you can see in everywhere I have mentioned a place. So this particular department is available in Texas. This you can see it's available. Sorry, this I will do it India. And this I will, this is available in India. And in India, this is in Hyderabad and this is in Bangalore. Okay, and other department you can see this is completely available in Texas, all the department. This is in New York. Okay, let's suppose it's happened because in my other class also people ask me, what if in New York I have two location, my office is present in 2 location in New York, what in that case? Okay, in that case you need to create 2 separate New York location in the tenant. New York location 1, New York location 2. Okay, whatever the meaningful name, New York Oak Street. Okay, let's suppose New York, one office you are available in the Oak Street and other office is available somewhere else. So you just give some meaningful name while creating in the tenant. Okay, and this, let's suppose this is also available in New York. So you just give it New York Oak Street location. Okay, what you have created. This is available in some other area. Okay, so you can give New York, whatever the new location which you are creating. Okay, so you can create a multiple location in the tenant. That's not an issue. So before implementing, before creating any supervisory organization in the tenant, all the location should be available in your tenant first. Okay, if your company is available in 30 country, all the 30 country location will be available in the tenant first. Okay, before you start creating the supervisory organization. Okay, so what I am going to do, I am just going to add a new tab. As I already said, you can work on a multiple tab at the same time. Okay, so you can work on the multiple tab, just open a new tab, and here you can make use of task called, I just leave this as it is, and let's work on the second tab and I'll create a location. Okay, so you can just make use of create location task. So this is the task. You can use it to create a location. Okay, so now what I'm going to create, I'm going to create all this location: Texas, Hyderabad, Bangalore, New York, and all this thing. So let's create a Texas first. So I'm going to give the name Texas. I'm going to give my initials because, as I said, this is a training tenant. So many people has created Texas. Okay, many people has created the location with the name Texas. So it's very difficult to identify. Okay, in your customer tenant, you can see only one Texas location because that's your company tenant. Okay, but this GMS tenant is a practice tenant and many people are practicing. So you can give a hyphen and your name. So it's very easy to identify. And here you need to select the business site. Okay, don't worry about all these things. This will be used with other module. If you are using a payroll, then we need to select some different thing. But right now we are working on the Workday HCM. Right, our training is Workday HCM. So Workday HCM, you need to select only business side. You don't need to select any other area. Other area is for different module. Okay, if you're working on recruitment, if you're working on payroll and other thing, that time you need to select that particular option. But right now for our HCM course, whenever you are creating a location, only the business site. Okay, your business location, the business address. Okay, that's why the business site. Just click OK. Now some page will be open. You need to fill all the information. There's a 3 tab here. So you just fill where actually your company exists. So this is not mandatory. So I'm not filling this information. I'm directly jumping to the contact information. So in the contact information, you need to give the phone number, the address of your company where it's available, the email, instant messenger, web address. So if you are filling it all, that's fine. Otherwise, you need to fill anyone right now. Okay, but if you are giving, but when you are working for a customer, that time you need to fill everything. Okay, email address of your company, address of your company, phone number, business site, and everything. Okay. So as I said, first I'm creating a location Texas. So I've just given the name Texas Rahul. I'm going to fill address. Let's click on the address. So you need to give the data, country, address line 1. Let me give something. Okay, so I filled the mandatory part. I'm just clicking this particular primary. This is the primary address. So I'm just filling it and that's it. Okay, remaining part, if you want, you can fill the phone number and other detail also. Otherwise, that's fine. Anyone you can fill. So I'm just filling the address, all the mandatory part. Okay. Now, if you try to click OK, it will not allow you to save. It's throwing one error. Now you just look what actually it's saying. The field time profile is required and must have a value. So you can see something red mark is coming here. Okay, it's showing some error. So you just click on here. You can see here, this is a mandatory field. So you need to fill it. Now, what is time profile? Time profile is nothing but, obviously, why I'm creating this location. Okay, my company exists in that particular area. My company exists in Sundown Lane in Austin. Okay, in the Texas location, my company address is this. Okay, now there's a different policies, or you can say due to the legal obligation, we have a different working hour. Okay, if you are working in India, I hope this is all everyone know. If you are working in India, you need to work 9 hours a day. Okay, on a daily basis, let's suppose you're working 9 hours a day. Okay, same way, if you are in Texas, let's suppose you need to work 8 hours a day. Okay, 8 on a daily basis from Monday to Friday, you need to work 8 hours a day. Okay, same way in New York. In New York, let's suppose we have only 7 hours a day. Okay, so if I'm going, why I'm creating all this department? In future, I'm going to hire a worker. Okay, as I said, hiring is only possible in the supervisory organization. So right now I'm creating the supervisory organization, but later on I'm going to hire a person in all this department. Okay, and the department will be managed by one person, that we call it as a manager. Okay, let's suppose this is a workday practice. Consider this as a workday practice department. Okay, there's a job opening. So you are applying for a job. Okay, so means you are applying to be hired in this organization. Okay, this one person is a manager. Let's suppose person X. Okay, person X is the manager of this organization. So you applied for a job. Once you hired in a company, you will hired in this organization, the workday practice. And automatically once you hired, your manager will become person X. Okay, so that's the reason when you hired in this location, we already have the location mapped, Hyderabad. In Hyderabad, as I said, you are going to work 9 hours a day. So automatically 9 hours a day, the time profile will be mapped with your account. Okay, let's suppose you are going to hire in a payroll department, and that department is in Texas. Okay, and you are going to hire, you applied for a job and you hired in this particular supervisory organization. So when you hired, as we configured some time profile in the location, that is 7 hours a day. Okay, so Monday to Friday on a daily basis, you need to work 7 hours. So weekly, we can say 35 hours a day. Okay, or if you're considering 8 hours per day, weekly, Monday to Friday, it's a 40 hours a day. Okay, so everywhere it's automatically mapped. That's the reason when you are creating a location, time profile is mandatory. Okay, we have so many time profile already delivered by Workday. That's a standard. You can create your own, but mostly we don't create a new, because all the things are already available. So you can just select the time profile which is already available. So as I said, in Texas, let's say 8 hours a day. So Monday to Friday, 8 5s are 40. So I'll select the standards are of 40 hours. Okay, so when any person join that particular any of the organization which is in Texas, he or she needs to work 40 hours a week, means 8 hours a day. Okay, and now I will just click on the OK. My location is available, Texas Rahul. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to search my location, and I'm just go to my previous tab and map my location here. Now you can see my location is already available. Okay, so this is a mandatory field. So you just map your Texas, whatever the location you have created. So before that, initially I can say you can create all the location, whatever the location you want, or where your company exists. So you just create it and then start creating a supervisory organization. Okay, so I have mapped the location. Now here something called a staffing model. So this is actually our next topic. If you check the course content, I want to take it in detail. So once the organization will be over, we will discuss about the staffing model. But right now, for a time being, just select the anyone. Just select the position management. Okay, the first one. Otherwise, it will not allow you to save the page. Okay, it will throw an error and you can't submit the page. Okay, so right now I'm not explaining, but when we go to the staffing model chapter, I will explain in detail. That's the reason I'm saying all the topic are interconnected. Okay, now you can see that when we talk about the organization, when we talk about the core concept, we talk about global modern service. That's the organization. When we're talking about organization, it's linked with staffing model. When we talk about the staffing model, it's linked with job and position and other part. Okay, that's why we say that all the topic are interconnected. Okay, that's why don't miss the class. Or if you're missing also, just go through the recorded video. Okay, so in the time being, I'm just selecting the position management and I'm clicking OK. So now it allow me to create my first supervisory organization. Right now you can see a bracket here, and in that bracket is nothing is there in the bracket. It's a blank. Okay, but later on, when I hire a worker as a manager, okay, when I assign a manager to this department, the manager name will come in the bracket. So it's very easy to identify, okay, this department is managed by a Jack Taylor. Okay, so it's Jack Taylor name after the department, Jack Taylor name will come. And this two reportee, as I said, this two are going to hide here. Okay, so it's very easy. These two are reporting to Jack Taylor. Same way, when I create this supervisory organization, when I assigned a manager, Anthony name will be displaying after the bracket, inside a bracket. Okay, the curly braces. Then the three people are going to hide in that particular department. Okay, so right now it's blank because we have just created a first supervisory organization, and you can even check the detail in the details tab. What are the things we have taken? You just mention it here, so you just review it. And members tab, since we have not hired any person. Okay, so later on when I hired a person, the person will be showing here in the members. Let's suppose 10 people I am hired here in this department. Okay, so 10 people will be showing here, but this department is actually for our CEO. Okay, so I'm just going to put a CEO under this department. Later on, when I create it, then like I have more people. So we are going just step by step. Even if you want to see the structure, a structure like this, okay, whatever I have shown, a structure like this, you just click on the related actions, the three dot. As I already said, this is a related, we call it as a related action. Okay, and click the org chart. So here we have an org chart option. Just click the org chart. Okay, now you can see only one box is available. Okay, nothing else. But I need to create a structure like this. Okay, I need to create a structure like this. So only one box right now is available. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to my top supervisory organization, which I have created. Okay, so let me go to this supervisory organization. Now I'm going to create a structure. So I'm not going to use the task create supervisory organization again and again. You can, but this is the easiest way. Okay, so this, if you are using this task again and again for 13 times, you need to link all the structure manually. Okay, so this thread is there, right? So you need to connect everything, all the supervisory organization manually if you are using this task. So only one supervisory organization, the top supervisory organization, you are creating by using this task. Remaining, it's very easy. Just go to your supervisory organization which you have created, click on the related actions. Okay, go to the reorganization. Here we have a reorganization, and here we have an option of create subordinate. Okay, again I am telling, create your first supervisory organization, your top, because this is a top down approach. Just create your top. Once that is ready, click on the related actions, go to the reorganization and create a subordinate. Okay, just click it here. Okay, just give the dates. Let me give the same dates. No, I'll give some past dated. Let's give. So always give some past dated. Otherwise, as I said, due to some timing issue, your things might be not reflecting instantly. Might be it will reflect one day, or as per if you're selecting future date, it will be reflecting only on the future date. So it's all better whenever you are creating, always select the past dated, because this is just a practice tenant. Now the second organization, the supervisory organization I am creating, I am I'm just going to take the name, that is executive management. Okay, so I'm just filling the name here. Sorry. Okay. Again, I'm leaving everything blank. I'm just including this part. This is required in our later stage. Again, I'm free to take anything. I'm taking, you can take group, otherwise whatever value you want to take, that's fine. Now, one thing you notice, when I use the task create supervisory organization, that time all the field is same, but that time location is a mandatory field. Okay, but right now when I am creating it, you can see there's no red asterisk here. It means I can leave this field blank also. Okay, so if I click OK, let's suppose I'm not filling anything here. If I click OK, you can see it allow me to save. Okay, and that is completed. Now you can see if I again check the structure, I go to my top supervisory organization, just go to the related action and org chart. Now you can see now two boxes, it's linked. Okay, it's linked as per my hierarchy. I have started creating. Now the two is being created. Now one thing you notice, when I'm using the create subordinate task, when I create it from here, okay, in that case the location is not mandatory, but still you can see the location is already being taken. Okay, that is because when you are using the task create subordinate, if you are not providing a value, it will automatically inherit the value from the top. Okay, since I am going to create from here, whatever the location available in the top, the same location Workday will inherit. Okay, you can change it. If during creation, if I give something else, then it will take the new location. But since I have left it blank, in that case, due to the inheritance concept, Workday has inherit the properties. Okay, inherit the location. Okay, so now you can see my structure will look like this. Now again, I need to create a structure similar like this. So again, I need to create three subordinate. Okay, one is human resource, one is information technology, one is finance and administration. Three human resource I need to create below executive management. So what I am going to do, I am creating a subordinate from here, not from here. Okay, if I am creating a subordinate from here, then human resource, information technology and finance department will come in this level. But my structure looks different, right? My structure is, it comes below executive management. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create from executive management group, this particular supervisory organization. So just the same process, same step, just click on the related actions, reorganization and create subordinate. Just give some past dated, click OK. Let's give the name human resource. So I'm just going department, and again here it's since it's a subordinate, so if I'm not giving it, automatically it will take the property from the top, and top is your executive management. Okay, so here that is in taxes. So let me check, our location is taxes or different. Yeah, it's a taxes. Okay, so let me save it. Okay, so now one I have subordinate I have created. So you can see that it's showing as one human resource department as a subordinate. Now again, I need to go to the same executive management because I need to create 3 times. Okay, so I just go to the executive management again and reorganization and create subordinate. So let me quickly create some more. So here, if I'm not giving, again, it's inherit the property from the top, that is taxes. But as per my slides, as per my board work, this is in India. Sorry, this is India. So this will be India. So what I need to create, first I need to create a India location because I don't have India location available. Or let me put the same, let me put it into the Texas, and the below organization I can Sorry, yeah, yes, this is correct only. So we need to put in under Texas, and below I will put it in Hyderabad and Bangalore. So let me save it. So it's automatically take Texas. One more I need to create. Two is available. So again, I go to the executive management, reorganization, the same task you need to perform again and again. Now here, that is available in New York. You can see this is available in New York, but if I am leaving it as a blank, it will take superior location, that is Texas. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open a new tab, and I'm going to create one more location using the same task, create location. Okay, so whenever you want to create any location, you just use the same similar task. And as I said, usage should always be business side. Okay, so you can't select any other, otherwise you are not able to select your location under your supervisory. So always, whenever you're working on Workday HCM, it's a business side. Okay, your physical location. So this is not mandatory. If you want to fill, you can. Otherwise, as I said, you just fill some details. Okay, here also I need to submit some time profile, otherwise it will not allow me to save. And in New York, I want 7 hours a day as per the policy, company policy. So it means Monday to Friday, it's 35 hours, right? So I just put 35 hours standard work profile. That's it. Just click OK. And I'm going to use that location under executive, under finance and admin. So it's your location will be available. So just click submit. Now, again, I'm going to show you the top supervisory organization, the org structure. So you can go from here also, or you can even type in the search. As I said, you can search anything. Okay, so if you search it, you can see your top supervisory organization is available. So if you want to see the structure, just click on the related actions org chart. Now you can see this is our first box. This is our second box. Now here, if you expand, now the third box, the three below human resource, fin and admin, and information technology will be there. Okay, so this is our last right now, but still, if I want to create more, just go down. Let's go down to human resource and create this three. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm not going to create a subordinate from here. Again, if I'm creating a subordinate from here, it will come in this level. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to go to this particular organization, the human resource department, and I need to create a three subordinate. Same way, I need to go to information technology department, and I need to create this two. Same way, I need to go to this particular, and I need to create three. Okay, so let's go to human resource. So I'm going to human resource department. Even you can directly search from here. That's not, you need to go from org structure. So you just click on the related actions, reorganization, and create subordinates. So always select the past dated. Let's give payroll department, and this is also in Texas. So if you want, you can. It's even if you're putting the same, that is fine. So even I know that is inherit from the top. So top is Texas, but even if you giving the same thing, that's fine. Just select the Texas, Rahul. That's okay. Okay, so this is one. Let me create two more from the same. this is also Texas. So let's leave it blank. So 2 is available now. Let me create one more. Let me create one mistake. Okay, so that I can explain you some more options. So let me create subordinate, and here I'm giving legal. Okay, so let me create a legal department here only. Okay, so I'm just giving it legal, just as a mistake. Okay, so I have created a legal department under human resource. So if you want to check, even you can check structure from here. You don't need to go always at the top. You can directly go, check the structure from that particular department. Okay, now you can see here you can see the level also. Okay, if I go down, scroll down, it will take you from bottom till up. Okay, last time we have seen from top to bottom when we are scrolling. Creation is always from top to bottom, but when you view the structure, the org structure, you can even search from that particular department. Okay, so in human resource department, if I click, you can see there's three subdivision or sub department is available under human resource. But now you can see I have created a benefit, I have created a payroll, but by mistake I have created a legal department. Okay, so legal department should exist under finance and administration. Okay, but by mistake I have created in human resource department. So there's two options. Okay, there's two options. Either you can inactivate this particular organization. Okay, so there's option. If you are going to this particular department, if you're going to legal department, if you are going to related actions, reorganization, we have already spoke about subordinate. Now here's something called inactivate organization. Okay, so there's two options. Either you can inactivate the organization, you can completely inactivate it. Okay, so it will be removed from the hierarchy. Okay, so this option you can choose, or you can assign it back to a correct hierarchy. Okay, assign it back to a correct hierarchy means you can make use of assign superior task. Okay, so before that, I'll explain what is the superior and what is the subordinate. See, the organization which you are creating, this is my structure. So if I am in Rahul Infotech, then executive management group is a subordinate. Okay, and if I am in executive management group, then the top one we always call it as a superior, and the below one we always called as a subordinate. So for executive management, Rahul Infotech is a superior, and human resource, information technology, and finance and admin is a subordinate. Same way, if I am in human resource department, in human resource department, executive management group is a superior, and the below one is your subordinate. So one level above, we call it as a superior, and one level below, we call it as a subordinate. Okay, so this is the terms which we are using in Workday. Okay, and you don't have to remember, you just go to that organization and you can see the same. Okay, so if I go to the Rahul Infotech, now you can see in detail section, you can see I'm in Rahul Infotech, but my subordinate is executive management. Okay, if I go to the executive management, if I click the detail, you can see right now I am here. So my superior is Rahul Infotech and subordinate is this three. Right. If I am going to human resource department, if I click on the detail, you can see superior is executive management and subordinate is this three. So this is the simple terms. You don't have to remember the top organization, the one level above organization, we call it as a superior, and the below organization, one level below, we call it as a subordinate. Okay, superior and subordinate organization, right? So as I said, the legal department, there's two options. Either you can inactivate it. If you feel this is by mistake I have created, you can inactivate the organization. That's fine. Okay, or you can change it to the correct hierarchy. Okay, you can just go to the reorganization. This is very important. You always need to go here only. Okay, reorganization and assign superior. Okay, right now the superior is for this organization, the superior is human resource department, but we want to change it to finance and admin because legal department belongs here. Okay, so I'm going to change the superior of legal department to finance and admin. So how you can do that? Just click here, reorganization, assign superior. See, currently it's showing human resource department. I just change it to finance and admin. Now like if I check my structure again, so you can see this is the top, this is the executive management, this is the finance and admin, human resource, and information technology. So now if I click the human resource, you can see only two. Okay, the legal department is gone from here because we have assigned it to the correct hierarchy. So now it's under finance and admin. You can see the legal department. Okay, so this is not by mistake, because this is a real-time scenario. When you are going to work for a customer, it happens. Okay, sometime like for example, my company has closed this particular service, this department. Okay, might be this particular department, my service has closed it. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to inactivate. Okay, because it's happened, that's a business, right? That's a business. Due to COVID situation, many company have closed so many departments, right? So in that case, you just go to that supervisory organization and you need to inactivate that supervisory organization. Okay, means that department is being closed. Okay, later on, still if you want to reactivate, if in future again they are bringing them back, you can inactivate again, sorry, activate again. Okay, you just go to your supervisory organization, you just search it. So once you inactivate, it will not be displayed in the hierarchy, but still you can search it. Okay, just search from here, whatever the department is, and you can go to the related actions, reorganization, and activate it. So again, once you are activating, that department will be activated, but you need to assign the superior. It will not automatically come in the hierarchy. Okay, once you inactivate, this will completely gone from the hierarchy. So you need to assign it manually. You just go to the reorganization and assign superior. Okay, so whatever superior you want to assign, that department will be again linked with that particular supervisory organization. Okay, so that's a real-time scenario. Same way, when there's a movement. Okay, sometime let's suppose in information technology, sometime I'm closing this department, finance and administration. Okay, but I have this lower group still available. Okay, the subdivision. So as per the customer requirement, might be you need to move this department under information technology. Okay, so that's happened. If you're not moving it, automatically if you are inactivating this particular one, this 3 is reporting to executive management. Okay, automatically, that's an automatic feature. So once you're removing in between, automatically the person belonging to this 3 department, they will report to here. So whoever the manager of executive management, all will report to that manager. It's automatically changed. Okay, if this person will resign. Okay, let's suppose Rahul is the manager of this department, and here the person X, Y, Z is there. So currently they are reporting to me. Okay, but later on resign the company. Okay, I resign the company, and they have closed the department. Or okay, in both the scenario, automatically this person X, Y, Z, their manager become this particular person. Okay, those who is managing this particular department. Okay, and if the department is not closed, if a new person will hire, so for a time being they're reporting to this person, but later on when someone else will join in my position, they will become the manager of this 3 person automatically. So we don't have to configure it again and again. Okay, the Workday works, it will manage the structure automatically. Okay, so movement, as I said, movement is a part of our business. So when you are going to work for a customer, mostly you need to move one organization from other organization. Okay, so you need to just assign the superior, and whenever, because it's a business requirement, we have some more what we say, some more department is being created. Okay, so you need to go to that supervisory organization and you need to just create a subordinate. Okay, that's a basic business requirement of any company, and as a Workday consultant you are going to do this job. Okay, so this is how my company structure look like. Let me complete it remaining so that I can explain the later. Let me go to information. So I'm just going to information technology and creating some more. Create subordinate. So IT operation is in Hyderabad. So I need to create Hyderabad location. Let me check someone has created, but you need to create it. Okay. Okay, someone has created. That's great. So I'm going to use someone else's location, but you can create your own and use your own. Okay, so I'm just using just for explanation purpose. One more I need to create. So you can see the subordinate is IT operation and the superior of this organization is executive management. So I need to create one more subordinate. Okay. So I have created two subordinate of information technology. So you can always view the org chart so that it's very easy for you whether you are moving in a correct direction or not. Okay, so that's a good practice. Whenever you are creating any supervisory or subordinate, always check the org chart structure. Okay, so now you can see under information technology, we have IT operation, which is available in Hyderabad, and IT service department, which is available in Bangalore. Okay, so I have used someone else's location, but you can create your own. Now these are reporting to information technology. Information technology is reporting to executive management, and executive management is reporting to Rahul Infotech, the top one. Okay, so now you can see my structure look like this. Okay, and all this sub. So you can go down and down any level based on your company structure. Okay, or the department or the manager. Okay, so whatever that manager's count is there in your organization, you can create accordingly. Okay, now we have already discussed about the reorganization part. Let me go to this organization. So we have already discussed about so many things. We have go to the reorganization. We have discussed about the superior. So you can change the superior at any time for any of the organization. Then we have discussed about the create subordinate. So we have already seen if you want to create any downlines, you can make use of create subordinate task. So a downline will be created. Now we have seen the inactivate organization. If that organization is not useful, then you can inactivate the organization. But the interview question here, you can't inactivate the organization if that contains an active members. Okay, let's suppose this human resource department, I already hired 3 people here. Okay, in the workers, in the members tab, you can see 3 people. Okay, so if you want to inactivate this organization, Workday will not allow you. You will get some message. Okay, and the message is you can't inactivate a supervisory organization because it's having an active member. Either you can move the member to some other organization or transfer it. Okay, so you need to move all the members. Let's suppose 3 members are there. So you need to either move the member to some other supervisory organization or you can transfer the worker. So we have an option called move worker. Okay, so if you click it here, right now we don't have any members here, but if you want to move the members, you just make use of this task. So you need to select the workers. So if we are in this particular supervisory organization, so let's suppose, as I said, we have 3 members. So all the 3 members you can see in the list. Right now we don't have any members, so you can't see any. Okay, but if 3 member is there, you need to select the members and to organization, which organization you want to move. Okay, select that organization. Okay, fin and admin, whatever. whatever. So whatever department you want to move, you just select this particular option. This is one option. Second option, you can transfer the worker. Transfer is something different that we will see it later when everything security, business process, and everything is configured. So that time we will discuss about a transfer. So once all the worker is being moved, then only you can inactivate the department. Otherwise, Workday will not allow you to inactivate. Even it's with position also. Okay, so worker we have already discussed, even with its position, when you are creating a position. Okay, and if there's any open position in your organization, then also you need to move that position or close that position. Okay, once that is closed or moved, then only you can close this particular department. Otherwise, Workday will not allow you to close. Okay, so we have already discussed about inactivating. We have already discussed about assign superior, create subordinate, inactivating organization, and move worker by organization. Okay, so I'll let you know once we will go to that particular hiring. When we hire a worker, that time again I'll show you how to move a worker. But it's very easy. Just you need to go to the task, select the organization, that's it. Now the last part of our session is divide organization. Okay, now what is divide organization? See, as I said, there's a multiple way of performing the same task in Workday. Okay, the same task you can perform in a multiple way. We have seen that if you want to return to the home page, either you can click home or either you can click this particular home. Okay, again, you can go to the same page. Even if you are searching for anything, let's suppose Logan McNeil, you can just write it in the search box, or you can go directly from here, Logan McNeil view profile. Okay, or wherever you are seeing the blue color link, you can directly go to that object directly. Okay, no need to search and then click enter and go from there. So there's a multiple way of performing the same task in Workday. Even whatever the supervisory organization we have created, we can create by using the same task, create supervisory organization. Okay, the initial task, the one time we have used for creating the top one. Okay, but the same task you can use for creating all the 13. But the thing is that for all the 13, you need to assign the superior. Okay, all these are individually separate organization you are creating. Now, obviously for the structure, you need to assign benefit to human resource to superior as executive management superior as a Rahul Infotech. Right, so that's very lengthy process. That's why like we are using only once, and rest of the times we are creating a subordinate. Okay, we are making use of just going to the related actions of that supervisory organization, reorganization, and creating a subordinate so that the downline will be created and it's automatically linked in a hierarchy, mapped in a hierarchy. Okay, it's automatically, you don't have to do this task. Okay, but you can perform by using this also. Same way, you can make use of divide organization task also for creating a supervisory organization. But what's the difference? Let me explain you. Let's suppose I have created benefit department, I have created payroll department. I need to create an HR operation department. Still, I have not created. I need to create an HR operation, this particular department in the hierarchy. So there's a multiple way. The first way, as I said, make use of create supervisory organization task and create HR operation. Once done, assign superior of this particular one to human resource. This is one. Second way, you can go to the human resource department, related actions, create subordinate. So if you're creating a subordinate, automatically the below downline will be available. That's our operation. Supervisory organization will be available. This is the second option. Third option is you can make use of divide organization task. Divide organization task you can create from their sibling. Okay, so for this, these two are sibling at the same level. Okay, so you can go either to benefit, either to payroll, and make use of divide organization and create supervisory organization here. Okay, it will be reflecting here. So let me first create it. So just before that, I need to do some setup. Just a second. So I'm doing something, don't ask me right now. I will explain it later. Otherwise, it will follow some workflow that currently I don't want it should follow. So when we discuss about the business process, I will explain in detail. Okay. So now, as I said, I want to go to the human resource department. Now I want to create, if I use a divide organization from here. Okay, if I use a divide organization from human resource department, it will be coming in this level. As I said, if you are using a divide organization, you can use from the sibling level. Okay, so if I'm using from human resource divide organization, the new department HR operation will reflecting here. Okay, and that's not our requirement. So what I'm going to create, I'm going to create either from benefit or either from payroll. Okay, so let's go to benefit. So I'm just going to benefit department, and here I'm going to create one more sibling, that is divide organization. So I'm going to use this task divide organization, select the dates, and here just give HR ops operations. Okay, organization subtype, let's select department, and here again you can see when you are using the task divide organization, primary location is a must. Okay, so only for create subordinate, primary location is not mandatory, but when you are using the divide organization task, primary location is a must. So let me select the new, sorry, Texas. Okay, so Texas I have selected. Now if I submit okay, now this is being completed. Because of this reason I have did some configuration, otherwise it will go for approval. Okay, so when you're going to work for your customer, it's not very simple. You can go and create multiple supervisory organization. Whatever supervisory organization you are creating, it will go for approval either with your manager or with the HR administrator, and that once they approve, then only you can see the department there. Okay, it's not very simple. You just create it and it's reflecting. Right now we are doing it that just for practice, but in real world, when you're going to work for a customer, approval is required. Okay, that we will discuss during our business process concept. Okay, so we will define our own approval workflow. Okay, the business process steps. So right now we are far away, so don't think about this. So we are going one by one. So now if I go to human resource department again, now you can see the three: HR operation, benefit, and payroll department. See, I have created from benefit, but it's reflecting in the same level. Okay, so always remember, whenever you are making use of task divide organization, you need to create from the sibling. Okay, at the same level, then only it will reflect at the same level. Okay, if I want to create from human resource, I can make use of create subordinate task, then it will reflect it here. But if you are using divide organization from here, the new HR operation will be reflecting in this level. Okay, it will be reflecting in this particular level. So make sure you are free to use any task, but I know many, because you are going to use the create subordinate, that's very easy. So even like we also using the same whenever we know we need to create some organization. Okay, let me show one more. So let's suppose I want to create financial planning or risk management. I want to create this particular supervisory organization. Just give me a second. Okay, so if I want to create the risk management, as I said, I'm going to use the task divide organization. So either I can go to legal or either I can go to financial planning. But financial planning, I hope I have not created. So let me go to legal. So I'm just going to the tenant. I'm going to finance and admin department. I go to legal department. I just click on the related actions from legal, reorganization, and divide organization. So always give the past dated. Let's give what is the name? Risk management. So it will not go for any approval. That's it. Okay, so if I go to the structure, let me go to the structure from here. So you can see for finance department, now the risk management and legal department is in the same level. Okay, same way you can create, let me create that last one also. So I will create a last one, reorganization. This time I'm going to use the subordinate. So here you can see in create subordinate, its location is not required, but if you want, you can give it, not a problem. So now the 3 is available. So now you can see risk management, legal planning, and financial. If subdivision still you want to create, you know already now, go to any of the department, related actions, reorganization, and create subordinate. And you can create any level, whatever level you want. And here you can see all the top level is reflecting here. So this, if I'm going to hire, let's suppose anybody in this particular department. Okay, financial planning, I hired person X. So person X is hired here. Someone is going to manage this department. Let's suppose Rahul. So that person is reporting to Rahul. Rahul is reporting to this particular person. This particular person is reporting to here. This is reporting to the top. So it goes till the top. Starting from the bottom, all your worker will be mapped in the hierarchy. Okay, if your worker is in your company, if your worker, let's suppose we have 10,000 workers, all 10,000 workers will come in the hierarchy, and might be 10 workers are in one department, 2 workers are in one department, and every department is having some manager. Okay, that we will go step by step, and once we'll move to the topic, I'll let you know how to hire, how to assign a manager and other security group. Okay, and once like the structure is ready, this is our organization. Okay, so this is how you can create a supervisory organization structure in Workday. Okay, and the last topic for today, how to edit it. Okay, might be it happens you by mistake you have given some different name. Now if you want to edit the name of the department, or you want to edit the location, okay, by mistake you have given something else, you want to edit the detail. How you can do that? You just go to the related actions, supervisory organization, and you can see the edit option. Edit the primary location, edit the supervisory organization name and code and whatever. Okay, so you just go to that related actions of that supervisory organization, and you can edit the detail, either the name, location, or any other things. Okay, and play around with reorganization tasks. So whatever the reorganization we have, just play around with all this task. Okay, this is very important task, and most of the time when you are going to work for a customer or in Workday projects, you are going to play with all this thing. Mostly create subordinate and assign superior, but you should know how actually all these things work, and we have already discussed it. Right, so this is about the supervisory organization. Now what you need to do, I'm going to paste this too in the discussion board, whatever like slides I have created. What you need to do, you need to create your own company. Might be just come up with some your company structure. Okay, just you want to open some company. So how your company structure look like? Okay, just create some structure in paper first, like this. And once you have created, decide whether your company is a global company or exist in only one country. Okay, so just decide, and in every supervisory organization, just mention the name of that location. Okay, and start creating, start from the first by using a task create supervisory organization, and one by one creating a subordinate and all this thing, you need to create a structure. Okay, so come up with your structure, your company structure, or if you're not able to create your company structure, you just copy this particular one and replace my name with your name. Okay, let's suppose Sign Infotech. Okay, if Sign is there, Sign Infotech is there. Similar thing will be there. You just replace my name with your name, and your structure will be available in the tenant. Okay, why it's important? Because whatever topic I'm going to cover, Okay, whether it's a hiring, whether it's a staffing model, whether it's a security, whether it's a business process, I am going to perform in my supervisory organization. Okay, and you are going to perform in yours. Okay, that's the reason your structure should be ready in the tenant. Okay, once this assignment is done, then you can move to the course content assignment section. So this is like you can even complete in a later stage. Right now, this is not important. In the material section, if you go, we have some assignment here. So if you first complete the task which I am giving, and once you are familiar with this, because that explains better than this particular one. Okay, so that's a real-time scenario, real-time how you are going to face the challenge. So that type of scenario I'm going to take it up, and once you are done, or once like even if the course end, even that time you can take the assignment which is mentioned in this particular forum. Okay, so this you need to create it, and as possible create it by today. Okay, first in the paper, don't directly go and create into the tenant, otherwise you will be confused. If something mistakes happens, it's very difficult. Okay, so that's why like first create in papers, this is how my structure look like, and then start creating into the tenant. Okay, one by one. Okay, so tomorrow what I'm going to do, tomorrow we'll see some other types of organization like cost center, company, and hierarchy. So we need to create, you can even create a location hierarchy like this just for a reporting purpose. This is not having any significance, but it's look good. Okay, if I say my company is in Texas, Hyderabad, Bangalore, and New York, still it's very confusing, right? But if I create a structure like this, see, it's very easy to understand. Under India, it's in Bangalore and Hyderabad. Under USA, it's in Texas and New York. Might be your company is available in 30 countries. Okay, in 30 countries, it's very easy to understand. Okay, so this is the location hierarchy of my company that we will see tomorrow. Okay, so these are the things. I will paste this slide, the board work into the forum, so you can refer for creation. Okay, now let's come to the questions. So yes, ask me whatever you want.
Yeah, Rahul Ranveer here.
Yes, Ranveer.
How to assign a worker to this department?
No, that is hiring process that we will see it later. So right now I have not covered it. That we need to hire it. We can't assign. We need to hire a worker. So that we'll see it. So when we are going very slowly, step by step. So once we go to the once we complete the staffing model and job profile and position, then we will hire a worker. So before hiring, we need to create a staffing. We need to create a position. A lot of things we need to do. So then I will let you know like how we can hire it.
Yeah. In the I have one more query. In the Workday homepage, we have the apps, right? Worklets. Initially, we look like it's a empty screen, right? Do we need to how to assign those worklets, or do we need any custom worklets?
Just a second. Yeah. Can you please repeat your questions?
Yeah, in the like learning admin, we have some apps, right? Worklets. Is all predefined ones, right? Initially, we received an empty one, right? If you, I mean, in initial while we
No.
were implementing this.
I got your point. So no, not completely empty. As I said, we have something called a factory default. Okay, it's not like that. Once you receive the tenant, that is completely blank. We have some default setting. Some data will be there which is required. We call it as a factory default. That's why I use the term. That's an actual term we use during the workday. So factory default is some default data and some apps which already provided by Workday. Okay, so that is there once you receive the tenant. But this app is not only the delivered one. Even you can create your own app also. Okay, own most of the things is report. Okay, if I talk about this is a birthday. Okay, so it give me the result of all the birthday in my team. So when managers click on this particular worklet, he or she can see how many people is having the birthday in the current month. Okay, so this is nothing. Whatever the data is coming, that is via a report. So when we discuss about the reporting part, you can enable that report as a worklet, and you can add it in your homepage. So that is also possible. But most of the thing right now which you are seeing, that is a delivered worklet by Workday.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Rahul.
Okay.
Rahul, I
Yes.
have a couple of questions, Rahul.
Yes, Rashid. Yeah.
Rahul, first thing is, I mean, at least I got the timings. There's an Excel sheet, and it gives the timings there, like 10 to 12, 12 to 2, 2 to 4. Is that Pacific time or Central time or Indian time or what?
Even I have not opened the sheet. You need to check with ZaranTech. Even
Right.
I am not able to access the tenant because I have not mentioned the timing there. So might be that's why like I showed a demo in the shared tenant. But yes, I need to also check the same because when I am logging to the tenant, it kicked me out because someone else is accessing. So that is like you need to check with ZaranTech that because I am not aware of it.
Okay. The next question is, if you can please go to the arc structure.
Let me go. Rahul Infotech. Yes.
No, please go to the drawing which you had, not this one.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
that one there.
Yeah. No issue. Yeah.
And here,
Mm-hmm.
when we are doing some, creating subordinates, I have
Mm-hmm.
created human resources, but I didn't
Mm-hmm.
create F&A, finance and administration. So you showed one mistake, like if we have, instead of HR operations, we do a legal,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then you wanted to transfer that to F&A.
Mm-hmm.
But F&A has not been generated yet. So if I try to transfer that to F&A, what will happen?
No, that option will not come. So I got your point. So if I go to, let's suppose, let's expand me. So let's suppose if I go to human resource department. Okay. Just a second. Yeah. So let's suppose I want to transfer the payroll department. Okay, I got your point. So if I go to the reorganization and assign superior and select the dates. Now the thing is, if your organization is fin and admin is not available, you can't search here. If I am searching for something, let's suppose, I guess I have created everything. Let's suppose,
I got your point. Fine, as long as
you
you
got my
told me.
point, right? So
Yeah,
let's suppose TA department. TA department is not available. I have not created. So you will not find this in the list. Okay, this is not, this is actually you're searching from the drop down. Okay, I have selected the fin and admin and search from the drop down because it's created. If it's not available, obviously you can't search it here. So
you
that's
can.
not
Okay.
available.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Rahul.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are the only two questions I had.
Yes,
Thank
okay. Yes, any other questions? So it's okay if even if you have
One,
questions for my previous class, that is also fine.
yeah, Rahul, one question that's here.
Yes.
Uh, you said right, so we need to create a supervisory organizations, based on number of managers in the organization, right? So my question is like, if you take any department called development, it's a big project. We have like 20 managers. Okay, there is no relevant. Just it is a big project. We have the 20 managers just for reporting purposes. Okay, handling 200 members. So my question: do we need to create a 20 supervisory organization
Yes,
just
yes, you are
reporting
correct.
purposes? What can
Yes,
I need to create it?
yes,
Okay.
yes. You need to create a 20. See, that's why I said it does not matter only like every time you need to create like a department. Sometimes we have a workday practice, as I said. So just consider under IT operation, we have workday practice, we have PeopleSoft practice, we have SAP. Okay, under workday practice, we have project 1, project 2, project 3. Under project 1, we have functional team and integration team. Okay, so now you can see the structure, it's going down and down. So you can create multiple subordinate according to the business function. Okay, you can go down and create multiple subordinate like a team, manager 1, like team 1, team 2, team 3, team 4. Okay, and assign one manager. Obviously, all the team will be handled by one particular person, right? Then only like it's a team. Otherwise, the manager will be one. You assign a roles different. Okay, like for example, this is a workday project and 20 people will be there. Okay, 20 all will be reporting to person X, this workday whatever the project will be there, that will be handled by person X. Okay, now inside this project we have let's suppose 10 people. One people will be a senior consultant, one people will be a technical lead, one people will be a analyst, whatever. So that's a different concept. That's a role. Okay, that's a job profile we call it. Okay, so if I go to Logan McNeil, here you can see some job profile concept is there. So this person is a manager, also manager of department, and she's handling like 3 reportees there inside him. But currently the role is vice president of human resource. Okay, that's a job profile. Job profile is different. Manager is just for handling the department, the head of the department. That's it. Okay, this Joy Bank is chief human resource officer as a role. Okay, but she is handling one department. If I go to the Joy Bank, just search for it, you can see Joy Bank, this supervisory organization is there. Okay, as a role wise, she's a CHRO, but as an organization wise, she's a manager of this department. Okay, manager of this department. So that's 2 different concepts. Might be like when we move forward and when we hire a worker, that time your concept will be more clear. But you can create multiple organization if you want to follow a reporting hierarchy, if there's a reporting structure. Otherwise, all will be report to a single person.
You got it. Okay. So you mean to say supervisory for just for reporting purpose?
Yes, yes, just for reporting purpose. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, no, got it.
Okay, so any other things, any other questions? Even if you are okay to take from the previous class, that's fine.
Yeah, Rahul, I have a small query in the previous class. I mean, first class. There is just, you have any difference between that implementation and implementation preview? I mean, about tenant system?
No, actually, see, there is a difference, but right now I can say, consider this as a one. Just a second, let me open that slide. Okay, so see, in the first class I said there's this type of tenant. Actually, we have 4. So I just considered this implementation preview as a one tenant. So you already know the sandbox preview, why we are using it. Sandbox preview is basically useful when we have a new upgrade. Okay, so as I said, this month we are moving to new release 2021 R2. So 1 month before only, all the customers receive the new updates in the sandbox preview tenant so that they can test it. So if they are already live in Workday, they are just doing the testing, impact analysis and everything. And if everything works fine, that's just for a testing purpose. And on the target date, Workday will deliver the new feature on production. So might be this weekend, 13, I guess. 13 is the last day. So 13 will the new feature, the 2021 R2 will be available in production for all the customers all over the world. So now after that, sandbox preview is not useful. Now you can use it similar like a sandbox. Same way, implementation is refreshed on a customer request. Initially, when you receive this tenant, I have raised the request with Workday. Please put the production data here and I will start my project. Let's suppose implementing a recruitment module. Okay, so I'm starting my project. Now let's suppose in between you are implementing and your implementing will take 4 months time. Okay, and we know that in next week the new release is going to come. Okay, and might be some feature in the new release, some feature will be related to recruitment. Okay, and you are also implementing a recruitment module for your company. So just to verify whether the new feature which is Workday delivered, that is impacting your configuration or not. Okay, whether it's impacting your project or not. Just for checking purpose, Workday will deliver the new feature in implementation preview also. Apart from sandbox preview, Workday is delivering the feature in implementation preview. Okay, so that you can parallelly work. You can even test the new feature and you can implement your recruitment module parallelly. Okay, it will not impact other thing. But right now, this is not a different tenant. This is a single tenant. So in single tenant, Workday is even delivering the new feature. Okay, so that's why we call it only one implementation. There's no implementation preview actually we are saying. Okay, so there's 4 tenant in the market currently.
Okay, got it. Right.
Okay, so yeah, so now there's no difference. The new feature whenever it's come, it will automatically comes to implementation preview tenant also. That's fine. That's not an issue. So that is like about tenant. Yeah. So any other
Thanks,
things?
Rahul.
Yeah.
Rahul, one last question.
Mm-hmm.
Similar what you answered just now. How we can come to know which is implementation tenant, which is sandbox tenants. Anyhow, production will come to know, but how we come to know working in a org?
Okay. Okay, that's a good question. Actually, you have. I guess I missed that. See, whenever you are login, that's a very good question you have asked it. So see, whenever you are going to work for a customer, okay, and you log into the tenant. Okay, whenever you log into the tenant, in any of the tenant, you can see a banner at the top. Don't consider this tenant. This is a, as I said, this is a community tenant only for the Workday resource. So it will not coming in a that list. But whenever you are logged into any of the tenant, you will see a banner at the top like this. Okay, and if it clearly shows, if it's a sandbox, here sandbox will be written, sandbox tenant. Okay, and if it's a implementation tenant, implementation will be written, IMPL tenant. Okay, only for production you will not see the banner. Okay, but for all the other tenant, once you log in, you will see the banner at the top. Okay, in this way, and you can identify what type of tenant it is. You can close it anytime. So every time when you log in, it will show the banner.
Understood, Rahul. I have one
Okay.
question. I'll ask in later classes.
That's fine. If otherwise you can, we already moving ahead of time. So even
Yeah,
it's
sure,
okay, we can. Okay, so thank you all. I know
Thank
it's
you.
little late. We have completed the organization part 1. Still that is not completed. Second part I'm going to complete it tomorrow, and we'll see how to create company. What is that company? What is the cost center? And we are going to create and map it with our primary supervisory organization. All other type of organization you can create it and map it with your supervisory organization. That is required actually. Okay, in a business world, when a worker hired in a company, all these things is required. So that we will see it in detail in tomorrow with a configuration. But as please try to configure this in the tenant as possible. If you are okay, you can configure it today. Otherwise you can even configure whenever you have time. Okay, but create a structure in paper first, and if you're not creating your own, as I said, you just replace my name and put your names and configure the same. You can create some different location and create all the locations, and reorganization only once you need to create, just give some meaningful name. Use your initials so that it's very easy to identify. So later on when I review your project, it's very easy for me to review. So use your initials. Okay, so whatever the names you want, you just use there and configure in the tenant. And if you have any tenant related questions, please get in touch with the ZaranTech support team. Okay, so thank you all. Thanks for your time, and we'll see you tomorrow at the same time. Thank you.
Thank you, Rahul.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also feel free to ask your questions in the comment section below, and we will reply to them at the earliest.